Hi, this is Lakshmi Narayan, associated with the Urban Pro from December last year onwards. I used to teach IGCSE, CBSE, ICSE curriculum, 8 to 10 standard. Student will be beneficial. Those who would like to go with the maths, physics, chemistry, presently in group classes. Today we are going to discuss about case study of polynomials. Yes, as you have observed here, soccer, volleyball, yeah, football, basketball. Basketball and soccer are played with a spherical ball, even though an athlete dribble the ball, and in both sports, a basketball player uses his hands, and a soccer player uses his feet. Usually, soccer is played outdoors on a large field, and a basketball is played indoors on the court made out of wood, right? Here, the most important thing by the observation of these given pictures, we need to observe the parabola. What it is? Projectile run, path traced of a soccer ball or basketball are in the form of a parabola. Is this clear, beta? Yeah. This is a quadratic polynomial. As you know, quadratic expression or a quadratic equation or a quadratic polynomial, as it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, the second degree, right? Yes. We'll go with the case study. Fine. Just a moment. Just a moment. What it is given here? Yeah, polynomials. The case study of polynomial. The shape of the path traced shown as I said just now, a parabolic manner, right? As it is in the parabolic manner, as it is parabola, right? Parabola generally will be observing an upward or downward or left, right open or left open. Here particularly we need to discuss about, say, if we take in a plane, say example, you observe here, this is what, for example, it is touching over there, just one point, clear, which is up, open upward, right? Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, or y equals to ax square plus bx plus c. You observe here, which is symmetrically opened about y-axis. Am I right or wrong? Will you agree with me or not? Yeah, which is symmetrical about y-axis. Now, of course, not yet fit to scale. Yeah, you observe here, most important thing we need to remember, as a is greater than 0, which opens upward. What I said? As a is greater than 0, which opens upward. We need not to buttify. Simple thing, we need to stick to the basic, where a is less than 0. For example, minus 2x square plus 3x plus 7. Now you observe, what is the coefficient of x square? X square is nothing but a. That is, a is minus 2, that is less than 0. In that case, which will open downward? You observe the two cases of upward as well as downward over, right? Now I'll go into the case of right open as well as left open. Done. Just a moment. Yes, as I said, which is based upon x as well as y. Just now we have seen the equation in the form of y equals to ax square plus bx plus c, right? If it is a case, x equals to ay square plus bx plus c, by plus c. Now look at here. Now, which is symmetrical about x-axis. You are right. Which is symmetrical about x-axis. Now look at here. This is what? In this case also, where a is greater than 0, which is right open. Why? The values of x are positive. Simple thing, right? As simple as it is. A is less than 0, left open. Right? Here the particular cases are there. Case 1, discriminant we need to discuss. The polynomial is correlated with the quadratic equation we need to discuss. That case we will discuss about just now. For example, ax square plus bx plus c, which is a quadratic polynomial, where b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then, sir, we are discussing about polynomial case, right? Why are you bringing the quadratic expression or quadratic equation? No, they are irrelevant, totally irrelevant. We need to discuss about the polynomial, which is a parabola, right? So b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then roots are real and equal. What does it mean? The parabola which cuts at one and only one point, the roots are real as well as equal. Say example, x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Now can I make it as a perfect square? 2 of a into b, where b square, now you look at here, 2 square, sorry, yeah. Say it is x plus 2 whole square. Is it not a perfect square? It is a completing square method we are going to discuss in the quadratic equation, right? Here the roots are x plus 2 equal to 0. The other one is also x plus 2 equal to 0. Why? Degree is 2. We need to get obviously two roots. X equals to minus 2. The other root is also x equals to minus 2. Got it better? Here the particular case is b square minus 4ac equals to 0, which means the parabola is going to intersect one and only one point on x-axis. Why? As it is the expression, as it is the equation we were discussing about x square plus bx plus c. Is this clear? Coming to the point. First one is parabola. Second one, the graph of parabola opens upward if, just now we have discussed, right? Come on. Yeah, you are right. A is greater than 0. Done. The third one, observe the following graph and answer. Simple thing better. Just now we were discussing. You observe if degree 1 linear, degree 2 quadratic, degree 3 cubic, and certainly etc. Degree, according to the degree, the number of zeros will be there. As it is intersecting 3 times. As it is intersecting 3 times. It is a cubic polynomial. It is a cubic polynomial. 3 zeros are there. Can we identify? This is minus 1, I suppose. This is minus 2 as very smaller, right? This is minus 3. Let me take it as minus 3. This is minus 1. This is 1 and 2. Let me take it as x equals to 2. Furtherly will be beneficial when we write the values. X equals to minus 1. Whereas x equals to minus 3. Fine. Now look at here. They are the 3 roots. They are the 3 roots. Now, furtherly, in the above graph, how many zeros are there in the polynomial? Can you tell me? This is the one. This is the second one. This is the third one. How many zeros are there? You are right. 3 zeros are there. Yes, well done. Well done. Go ahead. The zeros of the above are shown in the graph. Just now we have written, right? What are they? 2, minus 1, minus 3. Can you locate? 2, minus 1, minus 3. Is this the one? Obviously, option D is the right one. Minus 1, left side, minus 3. Yes, exactly. Done. Now remember, we'll be using the, just now I told you, remember you will be using. Now look at here. What will be the expression of the polynomial? Oh my goodness, we need to go with the cubic polynomial. Am I right? Cubic polynomial, you know, for example, x equal to alpha, x equal to beta, right, are the 2 zeros. Generally, when we know 2 zeros, we will go with the x square minus x of alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Am I right? Shall we take 2 zeros and shall we take the other 0 should be multiplied? Done. Either of the 2 zeros. I am taking these two. Fine. I'm using another color so that it will be highlighted. X of, what is alpha? Let me take it as alpha. What is beta? Let me take it as beta. Now 2 minus 1 plus, what is alpha? As you said, 2. What is beta? Minus 1. Yeah, x square minus x of 2 minus 1, as you said. Yeah, you are right. 2 of minus 1, you are right, that is minus, right? We will be taking minus. You are right. This is what the quadratic one. This is what the quadratic one. We will write it as here clearly, x square minus x minus 2. Then one more root is there, you should not forget about. Yeah, I'm making it clear so that we'll get a ample of space. Enough space will get, so that we'll get the cubic. Of course, you are right. You can go with the alpha, beta, gamma and substitute in the values of to get the quadratic cubic polynomial. This is the other one, right? X equals to minus 3, where x plus 3 is a factor, right? As you have studied about the remainder and factor theorem in 9th standard, right? X square minus x minus 2. Now we need to use a distributive property so that we can be easily highlighting the getting the problem solved. X square minus x minus 2, that is what? X of plus 3 of x square minus 2 x square minus x minus 2. Yeah, what we are getting here? X cube. X into minus x is minus x square. X into minus 2 is minus 2x. Plus 3 into x square is plus 3x square. 3 into minus x is minus 3x. Yes, it is, as you said, fixed as 6. Yes, we will write it in the order x cube. Now we will identify the like terms. This is plus 3, this is minus 1. Obviously, it is plus 2 x square. Now observe the constant one, degree 1, that is nothing but minus 5x. I am getting minus 6. Can we identify the option which belongs to the given one? We'll use the green color, right? X square plus 2x square minus 5x minus 6. X square plus 2x square minus 5 minus 6. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, we are getting option B is the right one. Case study is a thing. Those who have the basic knowledge, very, very basic knowledge, easily connect. It is not the thing, of course, completely application case, right? You observe soccer playing and football, volleyball, all these are generalized, right? Shall we go with the second? Yeah, just a moment. You observe polynomials case study. Yes, just now we were discussing about the case which is generalized into the day-to-day life. Observe, there is a phenomena, bridge, and the other one is also. Most of the monuments, structures, constructions, buildings, all are interrelated with the parabolic. You know, why not the Chandrayaan, right? Parabolic one. Yes, you observe? Yeah. The below picture a few natural examples of parabolic shape which are represented as by a quadratic polynomial. A parabolic arc is in the shape of parabol. Particularly, we need to observe the structure. The curve represents an effective method of load. Yes, this is what the load, right? The height and the arc. Particularly this base and the height, it depends. The construction depends upon the height as well as the length here. Done. Now, so and so, which will be verified by the architecture. Okay, now what we need to do today, we need to verify with the day-to-day life how it is connecting, right? Look at here, just a minute. In the standard form of a quadratic polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c, a, b, c are, you observe, they can be real numbers, right? Rather than a rational or non-zero. Simply, they're all real numbers. They're all real numbers. Am I right or wrong? Obviously. Why should they integers? Why should they rationals only? Right? There should be a real numbers. You are going to learn in higher class. For your kind information, b square minus 4ac, we were discussing about two zeros. Say b square minus 4ac greater than 0, they are the real roots. B square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0, there are two conditions. What about the third case? B square minus 4ac less than 0, the roots are not real. What does it mean? There isn't exist of roots? No. For your kind information, we are going to get the roots. Look at here. I'll be giving you a wonderful example of if not. For example, x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Is it not a quadratic equation? Of course it is. Now, x square is equals to minus 1. What are the roots we are going to get? X equals to plus minus root over minus 1. My goodness, root over minus 1. We have not studied till yet. That's what the imaginary number. You know, for your kind information, what we are using the gadgets, what you are using the laptop, tab, all these 1960s, up to 1960s, mathematicians as well as scientists, they never thought about the imaginary number. But you know, once they have connected about the imaginary number, that is no longer imaginary number, that is nothing but which is used perfectly integrated circuits, as we call it as IC. Done. Without that integrated circuits, solar panel, your Casio calculator, my screen, everything which are integrated circuits, right? My goodness, quadratic equation is this much interrelated with the day-to-day life. Very good, very good. If the roots of the quadratic polynomial are equal, just now we were discussing, right? B square minus 4ac is nothing but the discriminant. Yes, it is 0. Done, better? Yes, well done. Well done. You have done perfectly. We'll go into the next slide. Yes, look at here. We are getting the previous one, the same parabolic structure or architectural monuments and so. Based upon that, we are getting this one, right? Alpha and 1 by alpha are the zeros, nothing but they are reciprocal, right? Are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial 2x square minus x plus 8k. Then, what is k? For your kind information, just now we were discussing about x square minus x of alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Alpha beta. What do you mean of here? This alpha beta is nothing but sum of the roots. What do you mean of this? Product of the roots. Product of two zeros we can call it as. Product of the roots we can call it as. Sum of the zeros we can call it as. Sum of the roots we can call it as. Now we have given one is alpha is take it as alpha, beta is take it as 1 by alpha. Done. Is there any confusion? I suppose no. Look at here, x square minus x of what is alpha beta? Alpha only. What is beta? Just beta is 1 by alpha. Yes, beta is 1 by alpha. Now, what about again alpha? Alpha only. What is beta? 1 by alpha. For your confirmation, they are reciprocal, right? Simply we can strike off. Now, look at here. This is what about the constant? Now, x square minus x of, I will not do anything. Look at here. You are going to do a magic. Why? Sometimes it will be beneficial rather than going through the hard work. Smart work is important, right? Look at here. 2x square minus x plus 8k. What is here coefficient of x square? You are right, 2. What is the coefficient of linear term? That is nothing but minus 1. What is constant? That is 8k. Now, we were discussing about the alpha beta, right? This is what the product of zeros, right? Product of the zeros in the sense, coefficient is 1. Now, if alpha beta I am taking, that is nothing but alpha into 1 by alpha is nothing but 1. Alpha beta value, what I am getting? Product is 1. From this equation. Clear? No confusion? We should not. What we have given roots, we are interlinking with the polynomial, that is 2x square minus x plus 8k. Now, what about the sum of zeros, sum of the two zeros? That is what? Minus b by a minus x coefficient by x square coefficient, as we know. What is here? Minus x coefficient is what? As I said, a equals to 2, b equals to minus 1, c equals to 8k. This is what? Sum of the zeros. What about the product of zeros? Product of two zeros, yeah, I'm writing over here. Alpha beta is c by a. What is c by a? C is 8k. What is a? A is 2. But when we are interlinking this one, that is equal to that one. 1 is equals to 8k by 2, whereas 2 is equals to 8k, whereas k equals to 1 by 4. Nothing but simplification is simpler, much simpler. Done? Any confusion? Of course not. But we need to locate the value what we got. That is what? 1 by 4. Done. It is very, very done. Yeah. Graph. My goodness. X square plus 1 equals to 0. Just now we were discussing, right? Yeah. X square equals to minus 1. X equals to plus minus root over minus 1. The roots are not real. They are imaginary. We will be getting in our standard 10 standard, the roots are not real. We will be highlighting no roots, no real roots, all are there. Now intersecting x-axis in two distinct points, of course not. Just now I told you, I'll be discussing you further. This is what? B square minus 4ac equal to 0. Why? Because two roots are equal. As they are equal, one and only one root, which is twice it is coming. Just now, as I told you, x plus 2 whole square is equal to 0. Just now, right? This is what about. If I go with the x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Nothing but when I factorize, I'm getting 6x square. When I go with the factorizing method, 1 6 are 2 3s are, obviously 2 and 3 are satisfying middle term splitting case, right? Yeah, look at here. What I'm going to get here? X plus 3. Yes, you are right. Whereas this also x plus 3. What are the two roots? Obviously, x plus 3 is the one. The other one is x plus 2 equal to 0. Yes, as x equals to minus 3, x equals to minus 2. Why I am connecting this quadratic to polynomial? You are right. We have to know two different root case. Now, I have highlighted here minus 2, minus 3. Let me go with that case only. Look at here. The parabola minus 2, minus 3. Let me take it as minus 2. Let me take it as minus 3. Are they two different roots? Obviously. Previous case was only one root, but two equal roots. Twice it is coming. Now, what about the other case? Just now this is the case. X square plus 1 equal to 0, where here you have, look at here. X square coefficient is what? 1. What about the x coefficient? 0. What is constant? 1. Now, we will be highlighting that one. A is 1, B is 0, C is 1. B square minus 4ac. Observe carefully what I am doing here. What is B? 0. What is A? 1. What is C? 1. Now, do you identify 0 minus 4 which is lesser than 0? Obviously, that is what? In this case, B square minus 4ac is less than 0. In that case, roots are not real, which is not going to touch at all. Like this. The parabola may like this. The parabola may like this. The parabola may like this. Which is not going to touch x-axis at any cost. Why? The expression is given or equation is given in x. If it is in y, of course it is not going to connect to y. Done. So neither it touches nor it intersects will be the best option. Correct now? Either touches the intersects, of course not. Touches x-axis at different points, no. Intersect x-axis at two distinct points, no. The other cases, neither it touches the x-axis, correct now, nor it intersects the x-axis. That is the. Now, what about the fifth one? sum of the zeros minus p, where product of the zeros is minus 1 by p. What about the polynomial? Just now we were discussing. You observe beta, everything is connected. Correct now? Sum of the zeros. Now you know this one we can use it for two way. As we know alpha beta also we can. As we know sum of the roots and product of the roots also we can. Only simple thing. What is alpha? What is beta? What is alpha plus beta? What is alpha beta? Here what we have given? First case is sum of the zeros or sum of the roots. That is I am straight away putting over here. Done. That is what alpha beta. Alpha plus beta, I am sorry. Yes. The other one is what? Product of the two zeros or two roots we have given. Minus 1 by p. Let me write it as minus is very careful. Whenever it comes, just like fox, we have to be very, very cautious. Right? That's what. Done. Yeah, we need to simplify. No need to bother about the constant, which is k highlighted here. Yeah, simplify. X square minus of minus plus xp minus 1 by p. Does it? Obviously. X square plus xp minus 1 by p. Obviously. Which is connected. Done? Yes. We'll be going to the next thing. Yes, one of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial is minus 3. Then what about the k value? Simply substitute x value as we know x is one of the zero. Yes, k minus 1, this is 9, this is minus 3k plus 1. We need to equate to 0. Why? Because we have given one of the 0, right? 9k minus 9 minus 3k plus 1 equal to 0. Simplify it. You are going to get it as 6k. What about this one? Simplified one. Yes, you are right. 6k equals to 8, whereas k equals to 4 by 3. Done. Yeah. What about that? Option A is the correct one. Done. Yes. A quadratic polynomial whose zeros are minus 3 and 4, obviously we'll be substituting the value. Minus 3 is 1. X we have forgot. Yeah. The other one. Minus 3 as well as 4. Yes. X square minus x of, this is 1. This is what? Minus 12, right? Yes, of course. X square minus x minus 12 equal to 0. That is a required one. If it is an expression, we need to give x square minus x plus 12. Done. Yes. If the zeros of the quadratic polynomial are x square plus a plus 1 of x plus b 2 and 3. Two zeros we have given. We need to put, yes, 2 is one of the 0. A plus 1 into 2 as b is equal to, this is one of the 0. 4 plus 2a plus 2 plus b equal to 0, as 2a plus b plus 6 equal to 0 is one equation number 1. What about minus 3? Same thing. Minus 3, I'm using different color. Yes. Minus 3 whole square. Yes. And a plus 1 whole of minus 3 plus b equal to 0. What you are getting here? 9 minus 3a minus 3 plus b equal to 0. What your simplified answer? Here you are getting anyway 6 and minus 3 plus b. Minus 3a plus b as well as 6 equal to 0. You look at here. When I am simplifying this elimination method, okay, look at here. What I am getting here? Both these two are getting cancelled. 6a equal to 0, where a equal to 0. Done. Where a equal to 0, we can easily, a equal to 0, we can easily identify from the options. Very, very smart. Yes. When you put a equal to 0 in the previous expression, previous equation, any one of the equation, now you observe 2 into A is 0 plus B plus 6 equal to 0. Now what I am going to get? B equal to minus 6. Simply what we were guessing is this one. That is the correct option. A is 0 and B is minus 6. Done. Well done. The number of polynomials having 0, minus 2. Why not? X equals to minus 2 is 1. X equals to 5 is 1. And are they the 1? No, we will be having n number of polynomials. This is a linear. I can make it a quadratic. I can make it a cubic. I can make it a nth degree polynomial even. So we will be having n number of what are the options we have? 1, 2, 3, more than 3. Say this is 1. X plus 2 with this x minus 5, I can make a polynomial. And more than this, many roots will be there, right? Not only this, for example, I gave you a point. Is this the only point which satisfies this equation? No, certainly there are infinitely. At the same time, through this point, is this the only straight line is passing? Certainly not. There are so many straight lines are there. If you take the case of the polynomial even, for example, these are the two. Now, this is a straight line, one polynomial. This is a parabola. That is another one. In this way, we can connect more than 3. Yeah, fifth one. Yes, we have given, as we were given that one of the zeros of a cubic polynomial is 0. As we know, alpha, beta, gamma are the 3 zeros, right? The product of the 2 zeros. So product of the 2 zeros in the sense, the product of the other 2 zeros, right? Yeah, alpha. Then when we go with the sum of the 2 zeros taken at a time, okay, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, what it comes? As you know, C by A, right? One of the 0, what it is given? 0, right? Yeah, 0 into beta plus as you know, beta into gamma, as you know, gamma into 0, C by A. Yeah, shall we go with this? Other 2 zeros product is C by A. Obviously, is we have option? Yes, we have. Yes, we were discussing about one of the 0, right? Minus 1 whole cube plus A into minus 1 whole square plus B into minus 1 plus C equal to 0, right? Say minus 1, that is, yes, obviously it is A. This is minus B, this is C equal to 0. What about C? C, why I am highlighting? Why? Because some of the product of 2 zeros, if you know, one of the 0, if you know, better it is go to the alpha, beta, gamma, right? Yeah, I'm highlighting C here. What is C here? 1 minus A plus B. Am I right? Now you observe, constant term by 1. What we are getting? Alpha, beta, gamma is C by 1. Am I right? What is C here? What is C here? C is 1 minus alpha plus beta. Then here one of the 0 is what? Minus 1. One of the 0 is what? Minus 1. What you are getting here? Minus 1. I'm sorry, this is minus A, right? Minus 1 plus A minus B. Do we get the option here? A minus B minus 1. A minus B minus 1. Yes, of course. We are getting option B is the right option, right? Yeah. As we have discussed about one of the 0, A into minus 1 whole square plus B into minus 1 plus C equal to 0. It becomes minus 1 plus A minus B plus C equal to 0. What C it becomes? 1 minus A plus B. C value keep it aside. While alpha, beta, gamma, as we know from this is C by A, right? Why I'm taking? Already we know one root gamma, that is minus 1, beta and gamma. C is what? 1 minus A plus B by 1. When we transpose minus 1, it becomes -1 plus A minus B. Do we have the option A minus B minus 1? Yes, D option is the right option. Done. This is what about today's session. What about today's discussion, as we have discussed about the case study as well as MCQs. If you have any doubts, you please feel free to talk to me, and you can contact in the Urban Pro. As once the pandemic over, of course, change is inevitable, which is dynamic. Be safe and let the thing to be very safe. Thank you.